What's up, guys, and welcome back to another fan-filled episode of Fanboys. This is episode 3. I am one half of this single-celled brain cell. You already know who I am. I'm Nick.
And I
Oh,
am your
okay.
savior.
Okay. So I got the dry fucking intro. Okay, that's fine. He let me fucking do the intro, knowing damn well what he was gonna do.
You are
gave me
fake
the.
news.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, everyone just heard exactly what you did. Okay, that's fine. And you didn't even spit on it before letting me go.
Right.
Okay.
I am here.
Okay.
Hello.
Whatever. Hope you stub your fucking toe tonight.
I probably will.
I hope so.
God. This is why I should smoke throughout the show and not smoke before the show. This is what happens. Well, I guess I'll take over here because I just heard Nick's feelings with this. Guys, welcome to another episode of Fanboys here. We got some fun stuff to talk about this week. We have I will say it's nice to be current, right? Like we've been recording like weeks prior to episodes releasing, so the fact that we're recording the day before release,
it's kind of like it's less stressful, honestly.
It's really nice because now I can just talk about everything that's happening.
Yeah. Because for instance, this is the St. Patrick's Day episode, and being of Irish heritage, this is definitely my forte, if you will.
Your what?
My forte, my fornication, not
Your
Californication.
What? I have no idea what just happened.
So now you're dumbfounded.
Yeah. So, real quick, just before we get going into the episode, I do want to say, for y'all who jumped into the Discord, there's a lot of y'all been popping into the introductions and saying hi. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for joining in, being part of the NFA fam. We're trying to build a little fun community here where,
it's like a cult.
I feel like our Discord is just therapy for the most part, because like it's everyone just everyone's just kind of helping each other out with all problems.
Right.
And it's fun. It's nice. But thank you for jumping in. Some of you have even gave suggestions for the show, helped us out, introduced us to some other people. And if you guys are listening right now and you haven't joined our Discord, check it out. Go right to our link. It's somewhere in our link tree. I think our Discord's on. So just join in. It's fun. We hang out. We share pictures of our dogs. We play video games together now. Nick does not partake in conversation there because he doesn't care about y'all.
That's because I have everyone liking and commenting, and you guys could share it, but I'm not gonna pick at this. But everyone pays attention to my TikTok, which you don't partake in any TikTok aside from the NFA Network's TikTok. You don't do any personalization.
Not yet.
No personalization.
I'm actually, when the season's over, I'm going to be focusing a lot on content creation on my own page. I don't know what my style's going to be yet, but we're going to figure it out.
I don't even know what my style is, and I have now 5,000 followers as of yesterday, but that's not
good.
I can't compare that.
There it is. There's your applause, buddy. I'll give you an applause for that.
Now I can't compare that to our golden child, our golden ticket, which is Copper, who had because that is the golden. That's like the golden goose. Let's be honest.
You watch South Park, right?
Oh yeah.
You ever seen the one where Carbon finds out about Tourette's syndrome? And he's sitting in the toy store and he's just, I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden twinkle in my eye. Yeah, that was me when I found out that I was friends with Copper. I was like, my eyes lit up so quick. But no, obviously, yes, Copper is our backbone to our fandom here. But it's not like we just use Copper. Copper's like a friend of mine. Like we chill. He sleeps in my house from time to time, and he's.
Do you think? I know. I personally think that he makes a phenomenal content. But let's be real. I honestly think it's his hands that bring in the gold.
Yeah, it's really. So I actually have. Before. Because last week's episode was down the rabbit hole with Ellie and Copper, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously when I hit record and left the room, they didn't record right away. They were talking for about 20 minutes prior. So there's a good segment where Copper's kind of like showing, like he has a shirt kind of like looking at his body in the mirror. And I already warned him I'm going to turn him into an Old Spice commercial. So that's gonna. I'm working on that. I'm not I'm not a master video editor, but you're gonna hear that.
We're getting banned. We're getting banned.
It's just a slow mo. Like, you ever see like, try this CapCut filter, and it's just like flashing in slow motion, but it's usually some Tatiana on the videos. Just
well, I mean, speaking of Tatiana, you know what I just realized? What they could have named their episode when they did Down the Rabbit Hole because of Copper's tongue-tiedness.
Oh, what?
You could have named that episode Stretching the Rabbit Hole.
I could have, but that show's already racy as it is, so let's not bring too much red flags.
Talking about, we love red flags over here.
And what am I talking about? Copper is the biggest green flag on the face of the planet.
He really is.
Ladies, and I know I doubt the half of y'all are going to listen to our show after Copper, even though Copper yells at the fans to listen to our other shows too.
He's not asserting dominance. He hasn't tapped into his dominant side, his dom side. He's definitely a daddy, but he's definitely not hit the dom side yet. He's definitely a daddy, though. I'll give him that. I will give him that.
Definitely daddy. He's a daddy. We are not. We are not daddies.
Nah.
No.
I'm like a stepfather. Maybe.
Yeah. It's not like a stepfather, and I don't know why, but like it fits.
It fits. Like let me put it this way: the kids will listen, and when I say kids, I mean viewers will listen for the most part to Copper. If I tell the viewers to do something, they're going to throw Mountain Dew at me and then punch the sheetrock.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all what it's going to boil down to, and I'm fine with that. Like, because I'm going to get told you're not my real dad, and I respect that because I'm not. I never will be.
Yeah, I'm like that drunk. I'm like that hippie uncle.
You're the fun there. A funcle.
You know what? And that's what Ellie and I have decided. Like, if we end up not having children in the future, we're content being the fun auntie, fun uncle. Like, I'm Tito Tony. I am Tito Tony, and that's that. I'll get that tattooed on me, bro. Okay, so we have a fun episode planned, and I'm trying to get better about us being a little more professional about the show and being focused. I'm trying. You guys will see next week. I have an interview with my uncle, and that was probably the most professional I've ever been on a podcast. I wasn't even that high.
That's going to be the only professional episode out of the network.
Hey, listen, when you're talking to a millionaire, you got to step it up a little bit, right? I can't be the complete degenerate of my family in front of the most successful person of my family.
The Zaga's over there trying to go from rags to riches.
For real, y'all, I got that 50-cent book right here, son. Hustle harder, hustle smarter. Shout out to Carlos for letting me borrow this and use it as part of the set. Also, yes, this is a car fox. Yes,
check
like
your
car fox. Yep.
Hey, speaking of Carlos, has he fought Chucky yet?
Oh, that's a different Carlos.
Oh.
Carlos was on the Super Bowl special.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was Carlos from 60 Days In.
No, but if you guys did enjoy our very first interview with on season 2, it was the very first interview on season 2.
Yep.
If you enjoyed Carlos, he's fighting Lucky Chucky on April 20th.
Oh, on 420?
420, y'all.
Hey.
I know what I'm going to be doing. Right now, the tickets for the online pay-per-view are $25, and they're going to change that pricing to $35 like a week or two before the fight. So
I'm ahead of time.
I'm ahead of time. Save that $10.
Yeah,
it's
literally a tank of gas. It's literally a tank of gas.
I really wanted to go. It was in Chicago.
Oh shit!
He hit me up too, and he was like, "Do you want to be a sponsor?" And I'm like, "Fuck, we're getting married this year, bro. I can't just drop a fucking $1,000 on a trip just to."
Yeah. Not only that, sponsorship too. Like having to drop the sponsorship at the year of your wedding. That's a big no.
Oh, dude, no. So it was funny because I just did my taxes because I'm an adult, and
I don't want to talk about it.
I know, it's so sad. So I was trying to figure, get all my deductions for the podcast because I claim this bitch as a business. Yeah, wrote off $4,500. Majority of that was from that trip. I think it was $2,000 was for the trip to Florida when we did the sponsor down there.
I owe the IRS $2,210.
Jesus Christ, how?
I fucked up is what I did. I fucked up. I fucked up my W-4. I saw where I fucked up. I corrected it, and so now we're
yeah. You probably didn't. You didn't pay enough.
No, and they got me for it.
Usually I owe, and not looking forward to it. No, seeing that my friend who has 3 children, that he only got back like $100. I was like, great, I'm gonna owe back like $10,000, and I'm gonna be poor. But what was I gonna say? Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about. I said it right before the show, and I was like, I'm so excited I get to talk about this, and I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what I said? I wish we had instant replay right now.
No, I don't actually recall.
I said something happened. I'm so excited to just talk about this, that this happened. And I can't remember what it was. So I guess we'll never hear about it. Because that thought is gone. It is long gone in my brain right now. Damn. That's frustrating. But yeah, no.
Well, no, you talked about the Discord. That's what you told me you wanted to talk about, and that's what you did talk about.
Yeah, no. I said, it was right before you went into the intro. I was like, oh, there's something I wanted to talk about. And I can't remember what it was. I'm so excited to tell people about this thing that happened. And then I can't remember what it was. I was excited. Well, shucks.
Don't recall.
But yeah, no. All right, so let's get on with the show. Probably should just do that, right? We're fucking like 15 minutes in. We haven't even started our show.
It's fine. It just makes more content.
Yeah, I guess so. For the most part. I hope so. Opus Clip has been really letting me down lately. I've had to go in and make my own clips.
Yeah.
Do you know how frustrating that is? I had to pay for a service to give me TikToks, and it doesn't even give me good TikToks.
I know some of them are hit or miss. Some of them are really good, but then some of them are just like, meh.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, I gave you the password and stuff now, too, so you get to go in and see, like, what it creates and all the scores. And sometimes I feel like when they score it, like, a 70, like, that's a better one than some of the other ones.
Okay, so I'm not the only one that's thought that, because I've gone through and, like, when I go down, of course, like, it ranks it by, like, it goes from a highest to lowest. Sometimes I've gotten to, like, the lower ones, and those ones were more gold than the top ones.
Oh, and what we're talking about, by the way, there's a program that we use to put the TikToks out for the show called Opus. And, like, what it does is, like, you just put in your link for your whole episode, and it just gives you TikToks with captions and, like, I have my logos and stuff like that on there. And it does everything for me, so I don't have to do it. So it's worth the $29 a month I pay for it. But let's start it off. So I know you have a couple things to talk about. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Well, I mean, we can kind of start it. We'll start with my very first one. And, I mean, that's something that you and I actually, aside from, like, everything else, you and I bond over and stuff like that. It's a big ordeal it's happening. And the weekend that they're making it happen is, of course, it makes sense. They're doing it Star Wars weekend, which is May the 4th. And in my opinion, Star Wars weekend day, whatever, is extended through 4th, 5th, and 6th. And it does circulate around Cinco de Mayo. I understand how people will say Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, it's Revenge.
I don't think that's correct. I think you need to do Revenge of the 6th on the 6th, because if you drink on May the 5th, you're getting the revenge of the hangover the next day.
I guess.
In my opinion. I mean, to each their own. Enjoy it regardless. But no, during that...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to do a quick little shout out. Star Wars Day is my nephew's birthday.
Mr. Finley. Lucky him.
Shout out to Coley and Justin and Mr. Finley.
Hey.
Love y'all. It's my best friend. Not you.
Good for them. I know I'm not. I'm an acquaintance. I'm white.
Well, he's white too, but, like, he talks like a Southern black man.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's from Atlanta. Like, that's what happened. Actually, I do want to talk about that too. I do want to talk about. There's something about Atlanta I do want to talk about. So we'll get to that. Continue your start. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. But anyways, during Star Wars, I believe, I want to say it's May the 4th, because May the 4th be with you. Lucasfilms is re-releasing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, in theaters, and I believe it's remastered, and I could be wrong, but just imagine us being adults now and the theater technology we have now, i.e., Screen X, IMAX, 4D. We get to experience this movie once again in theaters in such great fashion. And I understand that The Phantom Menace was not necessarily everyone's favorite, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, the existing new trilogy with Daisy Ridley, you have to appreciate now the prequels, in my opinion.
I forever will say Phantom Menace was my favorite of the prequels. I've always said it. Liam Neeson was great in it. The cinematics of it, pod racing. I remember watching that movie and getting because realize, well, we watched the original trilogy in the 90s. So when the new ones came out, that was our trilogy.
True.
So I remember seeing the contest of the, you get to win, you can audition to become the next Anakin Skywalker. I forgot it was on like the radio or some shit. It was like on Disney radio or whatever the fuck.
I guess I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, I remember there was a whole contest. I'm like, if you win it, you get to audition to become the next Star Wars characters, to be in the next Star Wars. Remember because all the pod racing kids.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's like a background actor in a way.
Yeah. So I just remember that as a kid, and when I saw it and seeing the CGI and everything, right? Seeing Guado, seeing what's his name, Jabba the Hutt, seeing all these guys with that updated CGI in the 90s. I remember I was just in awe as a kid. I remember we went to Toys R Us right afterwards. We went and bought all the toys and did all that stuff. So I think people shit on it because you watch it as an adult and it's like, this is stupid. But think about it when it came out, man, that was an amazing movie. So was the Power Rangers movie.
So good. But I mean, you got to admit though, like this, you're right. Liam Neeson did phenomenal in that movie, but that awe moment where like your jaw dropped is seeing the dual lightsaber of Darth Maul. Just they went one side and the other side is just absolutely just it's a big piece of like cinematic history if you're a Star Wars fan, in my opinion. But it was, I think Darth Maul was just a great one.
The droid battle too, dude. Like when you saw the two armies of the droids and then the underwater Gorgons or whatever the fuck they were.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgons.
No, you referenced small soldiers.
Yeah, Gorgonites, yes. Getting my childhood mixed up here with.
Oh yeah,
but remember when they lined up like it was like Avengers Endgame, and then they just charged at each other. Like that was the shit, dude. And then you had the rolling fucking droids, the destroyer droids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like think about the cool shit that we just were able to see, the lore now put into reality. In the 90s, 1998, that shit came out, dude. Like, look at the movies
that really the 90s? I thought that was like early 2000s.
No, I'm 9. I just have a strong feeling in my body that it was in the 90s. Phantom Menace. Let's just search it. Phantom Menace, 1999, buddy.
Oh shit. Okay, so I was close. I was on the cusp.
May of 1999.
Okay.
Yeah. So think about it. If you think back to being 9 years old, because you're the same age as me, right? I think you're the same age as me.
I'm 33.
You turned 34 this year?
Yep, I turned 34 this year.
Okay, so yeah, we're the same age. So yeah, you were 9 back then when that came out.
Mm-hmm. Saw it in theaters. Oh shit.
Yeah, I remember. That was one of my youngest memories I remember, honestly. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you too, though. I'm not gonna go see it in theaters. I mean, I own it. I own it on Blu-ray. I pay for Disney Plus. I'm not paying to go see it again in theaters.
I mean, to each their own. I'm gonna go see it. But to touch back on a comment that you just made a little bit ago, how you said it was your favorite in the prequel trilogy or whatever. I won't knock the Phantom Menace. I love the Phantom Menace, but I think out of the whole prequel, Revenge of the Sith was the top tier out of the trilogy.
There's so much emotion behind it. I know.
And some of the acting was bad, but I mean, what movie really doesn't have bad acting in certain parts and stuff like
Yeah,
that? I don't get it.
fight me about Jurassic Park.
I like
That's not
Jurassic
good
Park.
acting. Not good acting. You could tell the T-Rex was not feeling the emotions of anger when he was chasing them. I mean, amateur hour. Which this is a great thing to talk about because we're bringing up childhood stuff, and something came out in the last week or so. That it's still top, and it just got renewed for a season 2 and a season 3. It's
Oh
Avatar:
yeah.
The Last Airbender. Now, did you get that? Were you a fan of the cartoon growing up at all, or no?
I think I said this in the last episode. I've never watched Avatar. I know what it is, but I've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. I
It
know
is.
it. I've been I've thought about it. I haven't done it yet. I have nothing against it at all. I just have not sat down to watch it. It's just I don't know why.
It's a good
I don't know
show.
why.
It's a good show to put on in the background and like fuck around on your phone because you're not going to miss a whole lot. But the story, like the whole overall story, it's meant for adults, dude. It's a beautiful story. Now, this live action, I understand where people are coming from on both sides. Why some people love it and why some people hate it. I'm new to the game on Avatar, even though I might be tattooed with the Four Nations and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, like the show just felt so rushed to me, but I still enjoyed what I watched, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like the CGI was good. The fact that the cast is Asian, that in itself makes me happy because watching the M. Night Shyamalan version and seeing all these white folk play Asian characters just really pissed me the fuck off. So seeing just
I
the
mean,
fact that there
rightfully
was
so.
Asian actors made me happy. And Aang is Filipino. Kid that plays Aang is Filipino, and I'm very happy for it. I do have a crush on one of the characters though. One of the girls on, she is absolutely stunning.
I mean, let's be honest though. Like you and I have gone through shows, and there's always that one where like we have a crush on. Like, but we've done that
Yeah,
since we were growing up. I mean,
yeah. Started with the
I
Power
can,
Rangers.
well, yeah, and I mean, I can look at you right now, and I can tell that you had a crush on the Hex Girls from Scooby Doo.
I didn't actually. I don't see. I don't remember that from Scooby Doo. Straight up,
What?
like talk about the Hex Girls. I wasn't into Scooby Doo at the time.
Oh, well, then I
What year was
stand
that?
corrected.
That could have been when I was deep in WWE and like they weren't taking my eyes off of SmackDown or Raw.
No, yeah, you had the divas, and the divas back then were top tier.
Wow, I don't know, dude. The mid 2010s divas were they beat out some of them, man. AJ Lee is one of my queens. I love AJ Lee. She's married to CM Punk. Lucky fucker. I think she's Filipino too. And Sasha Banks. She's related to Snoop Dogg. That's kind of cool.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I don't.
I've been watching wrestling again. I don't know why, man. Like I'm 30 fucking 4 years old this year, and I'm watching this shit like The Rock's coming out, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
See, okay, I kind of have fallen off the whole wrestling trend and stuff like that, and I have nothing against it. But for some reason, like I still get like it comes in my algorithm on TikTok and stuff, and it comes across my Facebook. Like there's many people that I'm friends with that still watching stuff like that, and I to this day I don't know what the real storyline is or whatever. I know that The Rock is back and he's in his villain era, like he was
It's so,
back in like he was
so
like back in the what was it the Warzone days when he was the bad guy, which that's cool.
Warzone.
Warzone, yeah, Warzone.
I mean, like Raw is War, the Attitude Era.
Yeah, the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, which that was a great role for him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, in that, everyone knows that it's scripted, and of course, when I grew up, I didn't know that it was scripted. I thought this was real. I thought these grown men had issues with each other, and they just televised it. Like this is fucking cool. No, I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
You
the
thought it was
biggest,
reality TV. You thought it
I
was like
did,
this is
I
Jersey
did.
Shore.
And because I mean, to this day, or not to this day now, but like growing up, you thought like Kane and Undertaker were legitimate brothers, and like Kane was disfigured from a burn, he was a burn victim, and that shit like that. So like, I mean, but you were young and growing
So
up
you
and
were
watching
watching
that.
this and you really thought that Edge and Lita were about to have sex in front of all them people.
Okay, so I'm glad you actually brought that up because um this is not the episode to do this on, but being someone that who enjoys voyeurism and exhibitionism, I think that's what ignited that spark in my degenerative mind. And so yeah, you thought, I mean, because they put porn on television.
When do we
And
watch porn on television? What
dude, the
goes on?
squiggles, the squiggle the squiggle channel, like you turn it and it was like the distorted channel, and you might see like a boob or something.
Like, oh my god, I remember the channel too. There was one
Yes.
channel. Comment below if you remember what the R-rated channel, the X-rated channel was. As a kid, it was like channel 58 on the old school fucking cable boxes. Oh my
Or
god, I remember that shit.
or
'Cause
you were like,
I had the illegal cable box, and I used to watch that shit all the time when I was home alone.
and you're a fan of hip hop, so I'm pretty sure that you watched 106 in Park After Dark.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit! You just unlocked a core memory of my
Yeah.
middle school ages.
And I think it
Because
was Nelly's Tip Drill.
I don't remember, but like they used to show like R-rated fucking music videos
Yes.
too. There'd just be titties bouncing everywhere.
There was ass, and there were ass and titties, ass and titties all
It'd
over
be
the.
like it'd be softcore porn.
Yeah, but you're young and you're in that like coming of age era, so you're just like, oh, this is fucking hot. This is before the internet fucking existed, dog.
Wow. Wow. We really went down. We really just you really just unlocked core memories.
Hey,
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, I know I'm not the only, because we talked about it at school. Like that was like, and you would have your remote, and you'd have it preset to a channel like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, and so like if your parents walked in, and you'd click it right back, so
The
that
last button. You hit the last
yeah, the last button, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, I remember the days when like I was like, this is how old I am, dude. I used to, because my mom would not let me go get, like, she would not buy the CDs, the R or like the PG. What the fuck is happening? My dogs are barking. But they like the R-rated parental advisory fucking
Yeah.
CD. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't buy them for me, right? So I had to
Oh,
go
the
like,
explicit.
yeah. So I had to like go to the radio. Hot 97 was New York's hip hop. And so I'd have to like press play and record on the tape and record the entire overnight worth of radio, because they would play all the explicit songs late at night. So I'd have to record them all, and then like when I'm listening to my Walkman, I'd have to fast forward through the commercials. It's crazy where I've come in my life. Like I've gone from that to iPods to now I just take music wherever the fuck I go. I don't have to download anything.
That and the internet just has copious amounts of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, AI is starting to scare the shit out of me, buddy. Don't know what's real, don't know what's fake anymore. Like, next segue here to something else. Heard what's going on with Mr. Diddy?
No.
Ooh, you didn't hear about the allegations?
No.
Well, he's getting sued for sexual assault
Oh.
by a producer,
By a producer.
a male producer. And this guy is outing him for a lot of things, saying that him and Meek Mill.
Oh, I've heard about the Meek Mill stuff, but I didn't know.
Dreams to nightmares, baby.
I didn't know that it was. Oh, I didn't know Diddy was tied into the whole Meek Mill thing. Now it makes sense.
That's supposedly what's happening. I don't know. Again, I can't believe anything that's real, because I just saw, I see all these videos of this new AI videos, and I couldn't tell if it was real or if it was fake. So I don't know if what I'm reading, what we're reading, what we're seeing, is Will Smith banging his personal assistant also, because that's another one. Then you got Ryan Garcia saying that, going off and saying some weird. This is going to be a down the rabbit hole if I.
Oh
go
yeah,
keep
no,
on this. But like, there's a lot of weird stuff coming out in the world right now, and I don't know if we're ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
it's what's weird is that now that we have like the whole AI thing, like back in the day, like we had, instead of like AI, we had the deep fakes. This is deep fakes on steroids.
Oh yeah, there was that app where you can just like deep fake your face on top. Like I did one
Yeah.
for Princess Leia.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You know,
really don't know.
but um, to kind of
I don't.
piggyback.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just
Oh,
don't know if I don't know if I believe the Diddy allegations though. Like, do you? I mean, I still think he killed Tupac.
I
I
was
still
gonna
think
say,
he
I
killed
was
Tupac.
just about to say the same thing. As like, I think that he had at least a hand in the Tupac
Oh, he paid
murder,
that motherfucker. He paid the fucker to shoot him. There's
and
no way.
I think Eminem knows it too. That's why he made that comment in rap or not Rap God, but when he shot back at MGK,
Oh, kill shot.
yeah, the kill shot. Because toward the end, he's like, I'm just kidding, Diddy. You know I love you. I think that he knows something. I
Oh
think
God,
I think Eminem knows something, but
everybody.
he,
It's
oh
not.
yeah,
It's not like it's a secret.
no,
It's really not a secret at all. He had something to do with the murder of Tupac.
yeah, there's a yeah, but to piggyback back on the whole childhood thing, to your avatar and stuff like that, because since we're talking about like live action and anime and whatnot, is there was something that definitely happened late last week that has hit a lot of millennials in the heart. Like it almost feels like a loved one actually is now gone. And that's Mr. Akira Toriyama passed away, who was the creator of Dragon Ball Z. He had a hand in Naruto, One Piece, and so many more other ones that he inspired to become animes today. And so, unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 65, 68. And it just hurts. It sucks. Like, you just feel like a piece of you is now missing because he was such a contribution to the Japanese style animation. And I don't know what anime started you as a kid, Zaga, but like for me, I was in grade school and it was in an extended day kind of thing, like, which that's what that is your parents are working. So you'd stay a couple late hours and you had fun activities with the other kids whose parents worked and stuff like that while teachers supervised you until a certain time. But anyways, they had the TV on and I was able to watch the Frieza saga, and it was my very first moment getting to see, as per was for everybody, seeing Goku being able to go Super Saiyan, which you didn't know that even existed. So I watched that whole saga in grade school after hours, and got to see that whole transition, and you get to see a Super Saiyan for the first time, which was an iconic piece in anime history. And so just hearing that the creator of that has passed, it sucks. It hurts. It's very sad.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like rude or like non-empathetic, but it really didn't faze me at all.
Okay, well,
I'm really sorry. Like, listen, I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z. I watched it as a kid. I watched Gundam Wing,
I loved Gundam Wing.
Metabots.
Did you watch Zoids?
I watched Zoids. I watched Beetleborgs. A
That wasn't
Beyblade.
anime, but okay.
Oh yeah, Beetleborgs, but it's based off an anime.
It's
Or
based
it's
on a
based off
comic,
of it's based off a
a manga,
manga. Sorry.
manga.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've never been big on anime and stuff like that, so like it was never like a big deal. Like when Robin Williams passed away, dude, like yeah, part of me really, really, really died. Like that hurt. I relate myself more to like, to like more like the real like to comedians and stuff like that. That's where I really like when Will Smith passes away, even though he's a bit of a bitch these days. It's gonna hurt me a little bit inside. Like when I see Adam Sandler pass away, Jim Carrey, like I'm like a little part of me is gonna die because I base a lot of my personality on those guys, and that's where it's hurt. Where yeah, I always wanted to be a Super Saiyan, but man, I don't even look Asian, and I am Asian, and it sucks. So Super Saiyan's not the question. So I ain't gonna be upset.
Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense for the simple fact of I'm white. I'm nowhere near Asian.
Yeah, but Goku was white. Let's be real.
No, there. Oh,
Go.
I don't think there was not many racial profiles.
Hold on, you're gonna sit here and tell me that the only way that he can become all powerful is to get whiter, blonder, and get blue eyes.
You can't say that because let's look at the forms. Let's look at the forms. Because after Super Saiyan 3, no, no. Because after Super Saiyan 3 becomes Super Saiyan 4 and he has dark hair, red hair on his chest, he gets his tail back. But that was only canon to the GT saga, which everyone trashes on. But the GT saga was good. I don't care what anyone fucking says, and it should be canon.
GT
It was
not that great.
okay. First
Not
off,
that good.
you're fucking wrong.
It's not that good.
You're fucking wrong.
I legit
The Dark Star Dragon Balls. The Dark
I
Star
watched.
Dragon Balls. Get the
I
fuck
hated
out of
watching. I hated watching the whole kid Goku thing, and
here.
no.
Oh my god. We
Oh.
watched Emperor Pilaf get turned into a kid, and everyone was fucking fine with that.
Emperor Pilaf. Who the fuck is Emperor Pilaf?
I've never wanted to hit you so hard through a screen.
Dude, I haven't watched this shit since I was like 10. It's just I never, I don't know. I haven't watched the last thing I watched was a Japanese cut version of when Trunks came from the future to fight Cell with Android 17 and 18, and it was the Japanese cut. So that's like how old it was. That's how like the OG that was, and that was the last time I watched Dragon Ball Z. No, I do. Oh no, I'll let Chris tell that story in the next. But did you die? Because
The Boo Saga was good.
Boo Saga was really good. I actually enjoyed that a lot too.
That was a very good one.
But the Cell Saga was probably my favorite.
Kid Gohan, or I'm sorry, Teen Gohan. It was Teen Gohan was a bad motherfucker.
Well, Gotenks was kind of my favorite thing.
Gotenks was not in Cell Saga.
But that's how it happened with Cell. That was what happened in that
Oh,
movie.
it is not.
That's what happened in that movie. They did the little.
Oh, you're talking about the movie. I'm talking about the Cell Saga, not the movie where Cell came back.
The movie was based from the Cell Saga. That's what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't. It was a completely different. It's not in the Cell Saga. In the Cell Saga, Cell dies because of Teen Gohan. They bring Cell back because he's in hell, but they didn't bring him back. But that's a whole different movie. It's not in the Cell Saga. It's a completely different movie. It's not in the same fucking saga.
I said it's based
Saga.
off the Cell Saga.
Well, then fucking everything is based off the fucking all the series. The Frieza Saga, the Cell Saga, the Boo Saga, the Saiyan Saga. Everything's fucking based off it. Then
Off the Cell Saga? Not off the Cell Saga, because Cell came after Frieza. Because the movie that Frieza comes back, like I wouldn't say, like I'm not going to say that's part of the Frieza Saga, but it's based off the Frieza Saga.
Frieza even came back during the whole Android Cell Saga because he got cut in half by future Trunks. Because they brought back King Cole found his son Frieza, went to planet Earth to try and wreck shit.
You're way too into this right now, and I'm like, I'm trying to just piece together a movie I watched 20 years ago.
And you're trying to. I feel like
this is why I don't care.
You're sadistic, so I feel like and I think that you know this, so you're trying to gaslight to get me fucking more riled up. I haven't been this riled up in a good fucking while.
You are fake news.
I'll hit you. I'll fucking hit you. Oh. Speaking of hitting people, let's just segue into the next fucking thing that I have on my list so I can at least somewhat calm down. And I feel like this could also dabble into down the rabbit hole. Sports edition it's coming to Netflix, Zaga, and I hope to God it plays out the way that it should play out. And that's Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul on Netflix in August.
Hey, listen, man. I trained. I'm still training for it. I respect Jake for what he does because he's a fighter. He's
nope.
in the ring.
Nope.
Listen,
nope.
man. You got to respect somebody who will put in the work and train, because it's not easy training. It's not something that like I can't do it every day. Like I'll fucking die. So the fact that he can do it every day and then has the balls to step in a ring and go shot for shot with someone, whether it stays or not, he's still getting hit in the face hard. So be willing to go through that. I still give him the respect, man. So whether the guys are getting paid to take the falls or not, you're still getting punched in the face. You're still getting beat up. And I watched him get beat the fuck up by Tommy Fury. And you know what? Is there going to be a no knockout clause? I don't know. I'm hoping this is not an exhibition match and an actual sanctioned fight.
Kind of like how it was with Mayweather, with Logan.
Yeah, because that was an exhibition. So
yeah.
So where this one, if Tyson does lose, this would go on his professional record as a loss.
Right.
Then if it's a sanctioned match, I'm scared for Jake Paul's life at this point because
nope,
Tyson won't hold back. Now,
well, you heard what Tyson said, right?
What?
Mike Tyson said. He said, he's really looking forward to this fight. He's like, because he's like, I brought Jake Paul into the boxing world. He's like, he was on my undercard when I fought Roy Jones.
Yep.
And he's like, now I'm looking forward to ending him. And I don't, and everyone knows Mike Tyson is a scary man. Like, he was scary back in his, you can't even say that like back in his prime, because that man has never left his prime. He's only gotten,
dude.
He's gotten better. He's gotten stronger. Yes.
He's faster than ever.
He's stronger than ever and faster than like when he was in his prime. And that is scary. The man's in his 50s, 60s, and he's hitting like he was in his 20s, and that's terrifying.
So say what you want about Jake Paul. He has the balls to step into a ring with Mike Tyson. I don't give a fuck. I would never fucking do that. I'd be too scared for my life. I don't care if it's rigged or not. At any point in time, this man could murder me without even fucking blinking.
I hope that I want Mike Tyson to hit Jake Paul the way that he hit Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover. That's how hard I want him to hit him. I want him to knock him smooth out with a right hook and just slump. I want him just sawing logs and drooling on himself in the middle of the ring. That's all I want.
So, and just a little bit about my training, what I've been doing, dude. Like, so my trainer's been trying to teach me, it's called peekaboo style, is the way Mike Tyson fights. So he's been trying to teach me the peekaboo style because it fits my body type. My body type, because I have a very small torso. So for me to rock the way he does, I've learned, like, I watch a lot of Tyson fights now, because I look at it like training material at this point, right? Because this is the style that I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
There's one move that he does where he comes down and he comes overhand with his left, or it's his right. Sorry, because I'm a lefty. So he comes overhand with his right. He ducks down and uses all his force up.
It's like a haymaker, right?
It's kind of like a haymaker. It's just an overhand right. But seeing if Jake Paul gets hit by that, it's a wrap, bro. Like, this man's gonna go to sleep, because I've done that like in sparring with my sparring partner, just like a light one, same speed, but I didn't put power behind it, and I rocked him. And I'm not like strong like that. I'm pretty strong, but I'm not gonna knock somebody back from a punch like that. But Jake Paul, like, this could very well end his career in boxing, which I kind of hope it does. But
I don't think it'll end his career. I think what'll happen is that, because I think that it's going to be like a sanctioned kind of thing. I think that it's going to be rigged, like the whole Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight was. I think that this is going to be a big cash payday for both of them. But
of course, with Netflix too. Like, one of the first.
The moment that they said it was on Netflix, I was like, okay, this is just a cash cow, is what it is. But part of me wants to think like Mike Tyson wants to actually put Jake Paul in his place. And so, I mean, Jake Paul went on record and he said that he, by like 2026, he's going to be a world champion in the boxing world. I don't see how that's possible, for the simple fact of the majority of the fighters that he has fought have been either athletes, retired MMA fighters, and he's only fought one actual boxer.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that, like, I'm all for what he's doing as far as, you know, fighting other celebrity boxers or fighting other content creators or fighting, you know, retired boxers. Like, yeah, that's fine. But, like, stick to the gimmick, right? Like, if you're going to do a gimmick, stick to it. That's why WWE works, right? Because they stick to gimmicks, and that's what they just do. You know it's fake, but you'll still watch it. So, like, I'm still gonna watch if I figure out that it's fake with Jake Paul, that he fixes his fights, I'm still gonna watch them, because I'm in the hopes that somebody gets pissed and knocks him out, right? So just stick to it, because we'll still watch it. We know it, right? But if you're going to go for the belt and you want to be the best, then put your fucking money where your mouth is. Fuck the check. Put the grind in. Fight the shitty fighters.
Yeah.
Prove your worth. Beat the shit out of some people. You know, like, the money will come. Like, you know, it's not like he doesn't have money.
Yeah, so, he's got plenty of it. He needs to. I see what you're saying, and I agree.
Rankings, like, just shut the fuck up now. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't talk about boxing a lot, because I know I'm still training. So when my first fight is, like I talked about in the beginning, let everybody know. You will see it happen. I pick up training again in the next month. So, like, I want to have my first fight this year, but I'm going to talk about it when that happens. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm calling out this guy. I want to be a champion. No. I'm going to shut the fuck up and let my work speak for itself. Because listen, I watched enough fights of him. He's a good fighter. He has decent footwork. He has strong power in his fucking right hand. Now, I think his brother is technically more sound because I've watched his brother fight. Like just the way he is what's it called? His
composed?
His fundamentals. The fundamentals are there. But Jake has all the being of he could be a great fucking fighter because he's a great promoter, but he just does stupid antics. Like you call out Canelo, but then you take a Mike Tyson fight. Stop.
Well, see, and I think the thing is that the people that he has fought, like he fought Tyrone Woodley, he fought
Nate
Robinson, Ben Askren, he fought Nate Diaz, and stuff like that. But he feels, and granted, yeah, those were more exhibition style, like and I understand it was real boxing and stuff or real boxing and stuff like that. But like how you said, Zaga, is that it's more promotional than anything. And Jake Paul, from when he started on YouTube and Vine, just ran his mouth and stuff like that. And that's what got him into the way that he is now. And he fell off. I think that his brother is still a piece of shit. But
oh no, I love Logan. I'm sorry. I want to become Logan Paul.
I have no respect for Logan Paul. I don't have any respect for Jake Paul either. But
you want to know why? You want to know why I love Logan Paul? And I want you to think about this. Think back to 12-year-old you. Think back to when you were 12 years old. What are some things that you could wish you could be? Wish you could have been WWE champion?
I wish I could have been Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, right. You could just doing crazy stuff off the top rope, right? You probably would have wished at 12 years old you could have sex with a porn star, right? Probably would have been on your list of things you would have, like, I would love to, even though you wouldn't know what you'd be doing, but at 12 years old, you would have loved to do that. You would have loved to have been on TV all the time, right? Would have loved to have been rich and famous, right? We've all watched that shit. So what was that, Rich Kid or whatever the fuck that was in Disney Channel, where the kid, Blank Check, where the kid becomes rich?
Oh, yeah, Blank Check. That was such a good movie.
Right? You would have wished you'd been rich. Look at what Logan Paul is. Is 28, 29 years old. I think he's a little bit younger than us. He's WWE champion. He's U.S. champion. He's going to be in WrestleMania. He's had sex with porn stars. He has a beautiful girl now, like a model of a wife. He is rich. He has a #1 show. He's living every 12-year-old's dream. So I gotta respect him because I can't I don't got no gold around my shoulder. His podcast, he has a U.S. championship belt sitting right on his desk. I have a book on how to hustle smarter. There's levels to this. I have a golden Carfax. He has the U.S. title. So I respect the man. I got to give it to him. And he signed a massive deal with WWE with Prime. That is unbelievable, man. Like, I got to respect it on the business aspect, right?
I don't know. And like I said, to each their own. Like, the stuff that I might have like a shred of respect for like Jake Paul, but Logan Paul, that video that he did with the people, the suicide forest, in Japan, the suicide forest, the unalived forest, and he completely disrespected that whole aspect and stuff like that, and also for the simple fact is that apparently he has screwed so many people out of money. And like he owes so many fucking people money, and like he keeps coming up with excuses and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. Would integrity be the correct word?
No, this sounds like
you are fake news.
Oh, okay. And see, if you look right over there to your left is where you can fuck off.
Listen, man. Like, yeah, I understand that he's not a great human being, but
no,
in the aspect of business and just as he is, like, and like, listen, I got back into wrestling just, because TV was sucking at the time and I was just enjoying it. And you watch this now and he's perfect for wrestling. He's like a perfect character for wrestling.
And I'll give you that. I will all day. I'll tell you that he should, just like Ronda Rousey, she should be in wrestling. She kind of washed out.
She's done now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
See, that's how much I don't pay attention to it. But Logan Paul, with his personality and stuff like that, he does belong in the WWE and in stuff in that nature, just because of who he is, how he can promote and stuff like that. And it is a scripted thing, which he does very well with scripts and storylines, even though he is still cringy while he's on there, but he does get viewers and stuff like that. And being in that industry, that is what it's all about. So in that aspect, the man's got it.
Sure. Well, for those of you, just want y'all to know we were safe. We made it through. We survived, Nick. The great meta crash of 2024.
Oh,
it was a very scary time in the world, and I'm just so glad that we can mark ourselves safe. I hope you and your families were safe during the time of no meta of any sort, no Facebook, no Instagram. So many things are just tied to it. You try to sign up for a new thing and you got to sign into Facebook and it's down. Like, what are you going to do? I couldn't see, what was happening in my local town from the group. I'm sorry we were able to miss, the possible lost dog or the tag sale that could have been happening this Sunday, but things, things are we're starting to get back to normal back in the meta world.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna. You talk my dog.
Just see the little nose just poke through, like
no, he wants pets. But I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so quick backstory, everybody, is that when Facebook went down, my first thing is when I get on there. I was at work. I know I shouldn't be at work and on Facebook. It happens. Anyways, I get on and it says that I've been logged out and stuff like that, and I immediately go into a panic. And it's not because Facebook had gone down. For many of you that don't know, is that I have been permanently deleted from Facebook, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 to 5 times. I have been permabanned from Facebook. And so I thought that they had caught me and had wiped me off Facebook again. And I'm like, fuck, here we go again. I was like, I had to start over, and like, I'm having a good time with this Facebook. I'm following the rules. I'm doing just fun stuff. I'm engaging with stuff that is non-political and stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. Well, then I asked my coworker, I was like, hey, do me a favor, check your Facebook. Luckily enough, it was a huge stress off of my chest that this had happened to somebody else. And then, of course, I get on TikTok, and sure enough, as I'm going through, people had already made videos because it travels that fast, seeing the shortages. And so for me, I didn't care that Facebook crashed. I was just happy for the fact that I had not been permabanned once more, and I thought I was going to have to start over again. And I probably would have not made another one, to be honest with you, because it's happened. I'm starting to run out of email ideas and trying to beat the system, but here we are.
Yeah, no, that happened to me once. I was mad because I've had my Facebook since 2009, bro. Like when Facebook first came out,
right?
And like I had pictures and like all the Facebook memories that would pop up, just the comments and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I just get a thing like you have been banned from Facebook and Instagram, and this is a final decision. You cannot appeal. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you don't even tell me what about it.
Nope.
I'm like, well, I just lost the majority of my history. Like, I have no pictures of myself from my early 20s anymore. It's all gone.
Well, what sucks is that, like, all those times that it's happened to me is I've lost, like you said, you've lost important pictures, like moments in your life that you would love to get like back and stuff like that you documented it, because that's what we did when we were growing up. Like, I have friends that are deceased right now that I no longer have those pictures with. And I can't go back and find them.
Just the memories, right? Like the comments.
Yeah. Sometimes I make good posts and I get to see like that come back, and you're just like, oh, that was an awesome moment, or like it was a bonding moment or something like that. And it just, it's nice.
Memories. You remember that conversation or something like that. Maybe it spewed into something else. I don't know. It sucks. It's frustrating. Fuck you, Facebook. Bastards.
Yeah, fuck you, Zuck.
So yeah, fuck you, Zuck. You paying them fucking politics. The only bipartisan thing we can fucking agree on in politics.
Oh my god,
ban TikTok. Y'all some trifling ass
motherfuckers.
You can't have anything nice in this country, you pieces of shit.
You all have fucking turkey necks and skin that's falling off of your reptile fucking skeletons.
Let's have our fucking. That's our fucking. Our was it the town? the town square. That's where we talk. That's where we get to know what's going on in the world. And these fuckers want to ban it. It's all because of Zuckerberg. He wants to own Reels and all that shit. By the way, I'm going to say this on live air. If anybody can make an app, I need y'all to make an app, because if TikTok gets banned, I have an app idea and it'll work. It's going to be called Flip Flop. FLP. But the other FLP will be flipped upside down. And this is the idea, right? So you know how on TikTok you can just get caught doom scrolling, right? Just up, just down.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Now you treat it like it's Tinder. You flip up if you like the video. You flip down, you don't like the video. So you either flip it or flop it. Everything else is like the same. You have your page, you have your liked videos or your flipped videos. You can go right through and see all your saved videos. And boom, the algorithm's going to know you immediately and know what you like and know what you dislike. So you're not going to get stupid shit.
Now, would it do just like TikTok does, where it like will sometimes trickle in new things to see if like your taste in viewing has changed?
Well, yeah, I need somebody to make the app and know how to do algorithms. I'm just saying, like, if somebody could do this, I have the idea. That's a great idea, and it's a great name.
Well, and I get that, but I, as a person that would obviously use it, I'm asking so that way I can kind of know. Because like how you just said, it could be just like, or it would be just like Tinder. My next question is, and I know I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure I know the answer, is that how, I don't know it's been a while since you've been on Tinder, but like
it's been 5 years, yes.
Yeah. So as I'm on it, I'm sure it's probably the same as it was back then in a sense, but like you only get like a certain amount of swipes, and then like they offer you, like you can buy a premium whatever, and I'm hoping that you're not looking to do that because
No. Also, I was a whore and paid for that premium Tinder. So I met out. If you want to find true love, you pay for Tinder. That's what happens. I know 3 couples who have met and gotten married who have met on Tinder Premium.
No, sorry. I'll take my chances. I'm on 3 I'm on 4 dating apps, and I'm fine. You want to know where my bottom barrel is, Zaga?
What?
My bottom barrel. Oh, I don't even. Oh, I don't.
Angel.com?
No. So here's what I use. This is okay, everybody. This is what I
wanted to talk about. Oh my God, the Jehovah's Witnesses that came to my house. I remember it now.
Okay. We'll touch the Jehovah's Witness. Touch on the Jehovah's Witnesses after this comment. Not touch the Jehovah's Witness, but we would touch on that experience.
It just came to my head.
No, that's fine. Right now I am on Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. And the reason I'm on Bumble is because it gives me the advantage of where the woman has to message first, because sometimes you women just sit there and wait for a man to make the first move. Sometimes men like for you to make the first move. I am said man that would like you to make the first move at times. And then my bottom barrel, which I am not proud to say this, I am on the Facebook dating app.
There's a Facebook dating app?
Oh, dude, it is bad. It
does not sound good.
So there's options on the Facebook dating app where you can do strictly dating, business, or friendship, which those other two, the friendship part freaks me out, because you can just go through your friends list and find someone like, oh, you look interesting, let me just add you, and then create a friendship. But now they have made friendship into a dating format, which is mind-boggling.
Why is there not a dating app yet where you can upload you can sync your Spotify to, and that way you can meet people based on the interest of music?
Oh, well,
how is
Zaga?
That
oh no, let me tell you, that does exist, and that would be on Hinge and Bumble. Because when you come across somebody on Hinge or Bumble, it tells you what you or who you're most compatible with, and that you guys what you could bond over, whether it be what your interests are or who you listen to.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, we have all these subscriptions. I can link my Netflix account and all these things to fucking like Apple TV or Roku or whatever. So why can't I just do that to a dating app? And that way, like, my mood, like, we have the same taste in movies, the same taste in music. We have the same taste in this. Oh my God, let's fucking.
That does partially already exist, because they asked you if you want to link your Spotify and or Instagram to these apps. And so that's it'll like I just said, it'll tell you, okay, you and so are compatible because of this and this, and you can bond over your taste in music, which are these artists, whether it be A Day to Remember, George Strait, Dixon Dallas, yada yada yada. So
by the way, we have a playlist now on Spotify that I'm going to keep sending it in the Discord. People need to go into there and just add music that they think fits for the show. What do you think represents the show? And so I've already added a few of them in there, and it is hysterical. So we just need to do this more. We need to get more people involved in this and more songs added to the playlist, because I will jam out to it. And Dixon Dallas is on there 100%. I think that was the first song I added, was Dixon Dallas.
I think so too, if I remember right.
Now, we are getting towards the end of the show here. There was something I wanted to talk about because I found this on TikTok, and it was called Shower Thoughts. And I just want to get your thoughts on these. I want to hear what your answers would be to these things, Nick.
Oh, that's good, because I've already been drinking a little bit today, so these are going to be good.
Cool. Now, why can't I hear my own voice in my head, but I know I'm monologuing? So whose voice is it?
It's yours. Why?
But you can't hear your own voice when you're talking.
You're right, unless you're like you and I, who are slight narcissists and will listen to our own things, and you hear what you sound like, because sometimes.
But before you ever listen to yourself in a recording, you've had a monologue. Whose voice was it?
The unmedicated ones is what it was.
And it's like, there's so many. Which one do you want me to pick from?
Okay, so the comment that I'm about to make is probably what's going to get me committed to the Grippy Sock Factory and stuff like that. But in my head, okay, so my government name is Nicholas, and so in my head, I in public I go by Nick, unless you're my family member, and if I'm in trouble, I hear Nicholas, then I'm just like, okay, fuck, I'm in trouble. In my head, the voice that I hear is Nicholas, and so Nick, being me in physical form, will have debates in my head of, okay,
you have an alter ego in your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's called schizophrenia.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not schizophrenic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a different person that argues in my head with myself.
I don't necessarily argue, but like when I'm trying to decide something, like, okay, so what I'm getting at is like when the intrusive thoughts start coming through, I'm like, all right, we can't do this because this is going to be the fucking outcome. And so like I have to tell myself internally, all right, Nicholas, this is not okay. We can't do that. Or like if I'm trying to discuss something, like, okay, well, how can we go about this way? Okay, so
this is so interesting, because like for me, I have a narrator in my head. That's what happens.
No, I narrate my own shit. But okay, this is weird. Okay, this is gonna get really weird.
You're saying like you have to combat the thought in your head with your own voice in your head, talking to yourself in your head.
Yes. And so, but see, here's the kicker though. When, like how you said, you narrate with your own voice, and you narrate as Zaga, I'm assuming. And so, like when I narrate as Nick, not Nicholas, but I narrate as Nick in my head when I don't, like if I'm not physically talking.
This makes no sense to me.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
And this is why you're going to find yourself in the Grippy Sock Factory. Next shower thought. Okay. When you eat a cheeseburger, you're eating what the cow eats, bread, which has wheat in it, what the cow produces, cheese, which is milk, and the cow itself. How does that make you feel?
Well, can I tell you how I eat a cheeseburger first?
Please don't tell me you don't eat it without a bun.
Oh, no. Who the fuck does that?
I know people who eat it with forks and knives, and I'll stab you.
Yeah, no, that's a throw. I'll throw punch you, and then he'll stab you. Like, that's anyways. So, before I answer your question, how I eat a cheeseburger is, and here's my thought process, is I eat all the way around my burger. And in my mindset, is the reason I eat all the way around my burger is it pushes everything, all the accoutrement, to the middle. So it makes the last few bites the ultimate bites.
That's weird. I don't. No. I eat it like a normal person. I eat it down, and then the bottom part is just like the last round part of the burger.
Okay, do me a favor, just one time.
You want me to like carousel this bitch?
Carousel it, and then like toward the end, like you have just the center of the burger. You have the bun, the meat, whatever you have on it, but it I feel like it pushes all the flavor and all the accoutrement to the middle.
Tacos, I guess, because with tacos, like I'll eat one side, and I'll eat the other side, and then I'll have just the middle part.
So it pushes okay, it's the same method. You're pushing all the good shit to the middle.
Makes sense.
So I do me a favor, give it a shot. I promise you I think it'll change your mind.
I don't know. I will see how I feel about that. This is a good one. This one here. Why do I continuously realize my brain is blocking out my eyes from seeing my nose? Then I see my nose and go right on forgetting I can see it again. That's a good one. Because you're like, you can always see your nose.
Yeah, if I look down, like right now, I'm looking down and I go cross-eyed.
Look straight, you can just see the bridge of your nose just a little bit right in the peripheral.
No, if I look straight, I don't see my nose.
Yes. I got one of them those Italian noses, you know.
Hey, you got that fucking Italian nose,
sausage, you know.
That fucking, I look like a fucking Italian sausage is what it looks like.
Yeah, I got my grandfather's nose. My dad got like the little Asian nose. I don't think he can see his nose. I see mine. I got a big ass nose.
All right, let's see. Fucking petite nose.
Oh, that's a weird one. I don't want to read that. Let's see this. Oh, this is something about ripping your eyeballs out. I was like, that's too much. This one has formulas in it. Okay, these weren't as good. Oh, this is a fun one. The word Mercedes has all three pronunciations of the letter E. That's weird.
All I know is you can Mercedes nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a car I'll never be able to afford, so just don't
care about it. Not at all. No, I'll never be able to afford that.
No,
I don't want one of those.
Yeah, so actually, I mean, German engineering is phenomenal. By the way, did you see that fucking? You sent me that TikTok too. The freaking bagels. Oh my god, dude! One of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
They said Germany has the best bagels in the world. Get the fuck out of here.
No, the other one where they're like, can we talk about this bagel situation in Germany? And she starts complaining about the bagels, and he's just like, no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to complain about your bagel situation. You're not allowed to. And you know why? You know why you're not allowed to complain about your bagel situation? Because if you want to get bagels, you probably would have done things differently back then.
The fact that never mind that I'm not going to say it. Nope.
Yeah,
it was right there, and I almost said it.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
So
literally, I'm at work yesterday, and I'm sitting there, and I see my ring notification go off. So I just open up the camera, and I see these two ladies there. And I'm watching her now, and I'm like, all right, well, Ellie's home. Is Ellie gonna answer the door, or should I just answer these people? So she knocks, and we all know that Ellie grew up in a cult. If you didn't know about Ellie and her culting, go back to the Down the Rabbit Holes or whatever. Just watch some of the old episodes where she was in. She talks about it. And I was like, if she answers the door, these people she's gonna be so rude, and I'm gonna have. I don't know how she's going to handle this. So I was like, I just answered it. I'm like, how can I help you ladies? And they're like, oh, I want to talk about the memorial of Jesus Christ. And I'm like, excuse me, are you talking Jesus? And she's just like, yeah, the memorial. And before she could even say anything else, because I saw the pamphlet, she was waving it in the air, and I had Jesus' face on it. And I'm just like, yeah, in this house, we worship Satan, and I am a Satanist, and that's how I feel about it. So y'all can leave my fucking property. And the best part was the lady that was next to her. You could tell it was this lady's first day, but trying to go out there and try to get them people. She looks at this lady, and the lady's just like, she's just whipping her head back and forth so fast, and they scurried off. And because I am who I am, I had to be blasting. I was like, some people would say God bless. I won't. Yeah. Very, very, very.
That's fucking. Oh,
it's better than the time I answered the door butt ass naked when I was 17. So. That was
So that's a decent exposure. You should be on a list.
Oh, I talked.
That is a conversation for another fucking day.
Oh, I did some Buffalo Bill ass shit. I came right out.
Oh, did you pull like a Jay and Silent Bob? Would you fuck me?
Yes.
I'd fuck me.
I did that. Yeah.
Goodbye,
Just between the legs.
horses.
Yeah. You just keep the legs tight and you just gotta go, whoa,
So,
how can I help you?
did you do it because
They
it felt
never
good?
They never came back. It felt
Oh,
good to scare off the Jehovah's Witnesses, but
oh, you did. Okay, I thought you were doing that just in your leisure time.
no. I did
I
that
was
scare.
okay. That was I was gonna say that is something that we need to unpack.
Oh no. That was a one-time
Or,
thing.
I'm sorry, or as you would, that's something we need to untuck.
Oh. No, just real quick. I mean, like when I was in college, I think it was during summer break.
Yeah.
I was just sleeping in, and they came to my house 7 days straight, knocking on my door, waking me up in the middle of summer break. No, it was senior year, and or it was right before senior year. So yeah, they knocked on my fucking door every day for 7 days straight. So on the very last day, I just answered the door butt ass naked with a kimono, and I just just a little tuck right there, and I did the kind of like the Jane Silent Bob, and I was like, "How can I help you, ladies?" And they're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "I want to talk more about Jesus."
You should have hit him. I know it
didn't
didn't exist back then, but you should have hit him with the old Greg. Look at old Greg's Magina.
I have no idea what that is.
You've never seen old Greg?
No.
Okay. On the next episode of Fanboys, I'm gonna have Zaga watch old Greg, and we're gonna dissect old Greg and all that from the Mighty Boosh. But before we end this out, I forgot to talk about, because you had asked me before we started up about this. You thought it was a train whistle, which it does when it was sitting right here. It does look like a train whistle.
A little toot toot.
Yeah. But what it is so this is the company is called Yo Openers. They make these extremely from wood, and all it is it's just a little screw, as you see here, just to pop open the top. It has a magnet that's built into the back, and then it has, for certain like craft beer and stuff like that, it has a wax seal around it where you can just cut around it. But you can get these like with a special design and stuff like that. Obviously you'll pay extra. And the reason I bought this is for the simple fact of it is a man and his son. And it is, from what my understanding is, it's just their operation. His son is completely blind, and it's something that they do to bond together. And they use all the money to go toward his medical expenses and to help him go through college, because he's on the cusp of going to college and stuff like that. And the story hit me like deep, so I was like, I gotta buy one. And I drink a lot of craft beer and stuff like that, and it's very useful and stuff like that. But the story was very touching. Like they showed the video, like his son obviously can't do much because he is legally blind and stuff like that. But like the videos of the show, like his son is helping press like their logo into the side of the bottle opener. He's helping put the stain and stuff like that on every single one. He has a helping hand in it. So like to know that I'm helping, or like I contributed to helping send this kid do all this stuff, I don't know. It made my heart feel good.
Yeah. You felt like you were doing the right thing. That was nice.
Yeah. And I mean, I would obviously, I mean, I'm going to buy another one because like I said, I want to put my family crest and logo on this. Because speaking of St. Patty's Day, I have my stomach, my crest on my stomach.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't really see there's venom there, but that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's my family crest. Because we originated from County Clare in Ireland. Our castle is actually still there, standing to this day. It's a tourist attraction.
I found my family crest, and because the Philippines, it always goes back to Spain. So I have mine. I have a little like poster thing down in the basement. But yes, it is time for us to wrap up. That is enough of us. That's too long. You guys are probably bored of us by now.
I don't know. I feel like, but see, the thing is like our episodes have gotten a little bit longer, and we've stayed on track, which is good. That's a huge milestone. Yeah. The thing is that you and I we're doing a lot better with our Fanboys episode. We're getting into a groove. We're getting consistent. Yeah. It's working, and that's the reason why our stuff goes longer. Is because we produce more content inside of this. And I mean, podcasts, you understand, know that they can tend to go longer if everything is good. You shouldn't set a time limit on an episode, because if it's good, it's good. Obviously, don't go like 18 hours into a fucking episode, but yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah, but we have lives outside of this saga. We have lives. Now, don't get me wrong. I could go on a bender. I haven't been on a bender in a while, and I can go on a bender, and we can do this. We could do it.
I know we were talking about in our group chat, our NFA group chat, about doing a live karaoke night one of these nights.
I would do it.
We're gonna plan that for you guys. We got a couple things that we're trying to work. I know we're talking about. I was thinking about ending the season at 20 episodes and calling it there, so that way Ellie and I can focus on the wedding. I don't have another stress added at this point.
Dude, if we do karaoke, I'm not doing the sitting down. Like I'm setting up my camera.
Oh, I already have a standing mic and everything.
Well, I'm gonna set this up in the corner or enough where I can spin this bitch around, and I'm hitting all the Nickelback and Creed songs like I fucking am dying that day.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna try to find a way to set it all up. I think there's an app we can all like log into, so the sound isn't like timed off and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll figure something out. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we do that live on Twitch or something, or probably live on YouTube. That's probably what I'll do.
Whichever works.
I just want to get Copper singing like some fucking some Eminem or some shit.
No, I want him to sing some Froggy Fresh.
I don't even know who that is.
Trust me.
Are they any relation to the Funky Bunch?
No, but okay. This kid, I'm gonna send you a link after we get done with this, and you're gonna see why I want him to sing it. Because if you guys do a duo, like you were talking about a couple episodes ago, you'll see why. So I'm gonna send you the Froggy Fresh videos, and you'll just understand. You'll understand.
Gotcha. But yeah, we got some things we want to do for y'all. Some fun stuff that we're trying to work out. I know I was talking to that kid about possibly doing a ghost hunt, which I still want to do regardless, whether it's with these people or not. I'm going to have a special where we bring some cameras and go on ghost hunting. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to be doing some more content creation stuff. And I don't know, we got some shit planned that's going to be working for us here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really got much else. I got nothing else to really say. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all the best, the usual. If you didn't watch this far, go fuck yourself in the hole you came through. That's a shout out to A to Z.
Little callback, little throwback.
Little callback to the old thing. Shout out Angelo, even though you don't watch my show, you fucker. What was I gonna say? But yeah, for y'all who's celebrating St. Patrick's Day, drink responsibly. Don't kill nobody. Have fun.
Oh,
be safe. Be smart.
Yes, definitely be smart. Speaking of which, before we sign off on this, nobody that watches this show is in my area, which is fine. But Azog, I didn't tell you, I got my liquor license, which you can here in Oklahoma. I can get my liquor license for $30 online, and I got it done in 2 minutes.
Why do you have a liquor license?
I'm glad you asked. I got my liquor license because I volunteered because since I owe the IRS so much fucking money, is that to make some extra cash. I'm going to be volunteering on day one of a block party at an Irish pub here. So I'll be serving beer, which is one of my favorite Irish pubs in the OKC metro area. It's a phenomenal place. Shout out to McNelly's. Great food, great beer, great staff, everything. Very well in tune with the community and stuff like that. But everyone that is going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I heed this warning. I understand that in the pop culture world and stuff like that, you're supposed to drink green beer. I ask you not to drink green beer unless you want to absolutely shit your guts out. Because the green food coloring in there is the reason why, and I can contest to that because I've been there.
I don't drink. I don't like beer, so this is
and that's fine.
It's average Tuesday.
But the food coloring in that beer, I understand. Oh, it looks Irish. Okay, first off, coming from someone who has Irish roots, no, it is not. Go do yourself an Irish car bomb. Drink some Jameson. Drink a fucking Guinness like a grown adult,
like a true Irishman. I'm actually like a quarter Irish.
Well, I'm kind of full Irish, so if I get inside of you, you can be more than a quarter.
Oh, hi-yo.
But on that note, we are going to sign off. We appreciate you guys listening to this episode of Fanboys. We hope you enjoyed it. We can't wait to do another episode with you guys, but please stay tuned for other episodes, whether it be from Copper, from Ellie, from Zaga. At some point, we will have Chris doing his stuff. But that's all I have for this. I've enjoyed doing this. I'm Nick. You guys know where to find me on TikTok, i.e. vice versa with Zaga. You know where to find him, but I'm not going to do his signing off.
Oh, yeah. You know, drop a follow, subscribe, the usual shit. Yeah, we have 100 subscribers on Spotify, by the way.
100?
100.
Shit, we went up.
I know. I'm so proud of us. We did so good. It's strictly because of us. We both know that.
Yeah, not you, Copper.
Yeah, fuck you.
I love you.
We love you guys. We love Copper. We're such dicks.
We do.
We act like brothers to each other. We just bust each other's balls all the time, but we say nothing but nice things behind each other's backs.
And see, that's why I'm hoping to make it up there for like y'all's wedding, because I want to see like mine and Copper's like physical interaction to see like
100% being sat with him. So
does that mean I'm front row?
No.
Well, you're gonna Rosa Parks me? Fuck you.
Wow, you want racial?
No, she's a phenomenal woman.
True. Guys, take a look. Next week, I'm interviewing my uncle. He is a multimillionaire. He is self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's done a bunch of brands. He produces podcasts for like professional athletes. He was at like NBA All-Star Weekend. He was just hanging out with Victor fucking Cruz. That's shit. Fucking crazy. Yeah. So we talked a lot about that. He talked a lot about stuff about content creation and how to like what to do when you become a millionaire, which from what I heard is you just lie. So you want to hear how to lie and just how to pretend. Tune into that episode. It's a great one. It's the most professional you'll ever see me on a show because I felt like I had something to prove. My uncle actually is trying to get me linked up with a rapper from Israel. He sounds like Modest Yahoo, which is really dope. He was in the Forbes 30 under 30. He has like a few million followers. I'm possibly going to be interviewing him. So keep a lookout. I got some stuff brewing here.
I actually have a little bit of more respect for you right now.
Why?
Not many people know who Modest Yahoo is. I applaud you for that.
Oh, son. Man, I was a surfer, skateboarder. I haven't listened to that shit.
Dude,
come on now.
Bro, you know what? A little bit of respect is big game. You know what? I did not expect that.
Exactly, bro. I'm well-rounded in my music.
Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of Modest Yahoo. I mean,
no, I'll give you that.
There's like he's done a lot of stuff like that I listen to, but I don't
listen
to
him every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, it's who doesn't love a Hasidic Jew who sings reggae? Like,
yeah, that's true. That's very awesome. True.
This guy does. That's why you're in the Forbes 30 under 30. So,
yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. And my name is Zaga, and I'm out. Peace.
Later, guys.